Here's Stankie.
What's up, everybody? Another beautiful day in Azeroth, and here's a quick guide to MYTHIC The Stonevault. Notable trash before first boss. Make sure to interrupt the ghastly Void Soul's Howling Fear, which is a group-wide fear. Make sure to interrupt the Cursed Invaders Void Infection, which is a dot that can be decursed. And of course, interrupt all their casts if possible, but these are the most important. Now for the first boss, Edna. Tanks, beware of Seismic Smash. It deals a metric ton of damage and applies a magic dot. Make sure to use a big coolie. This dot lasts for 30 seconds, but upon being dispelled, tanks gets a 50% damage reduction for 6 seconds. So healers, you want to dispel Seismic Reverberation right as boss is about to cast a new Seismic Smash. However, you can only do this for every other Seismic Smash. The boss also targets 3 non-tank players' location and spawn volatile spikes. Don't stand in the swirl or move into the circle when the spike is up, or you die. Refracting Beam. Goal is to aim the arrow towards a volatile spike to break it. Beams hurt a ton, so you never want to get hit by more beams than your own. Now, if you want to make this as easy as possible, you can have every non-tank player stack up right before the spikes spawn and have them spawn stacked. That way you only need 1 beam to break them and the rest of the beams can spread. And when a spike breaks, group takes massive amounts of damage, so the more you break, the more damage you take. So in higher keys, you might need to spread out the spikes. And DPS, remember to pop a defensive or consumable during spike breaks. After Edna, you can go towards either Scarmack or Master Machinist to unlock the last boss. Notable trash before Scarmack. Turn Speaker, make sure to interrupt their censoring gear. It's a 3-sec silence which you can dispel. So make sure to yell at the healer for not dispelling fast rather than DPS forgetting to kick. Almost never happens. Never! Void-bound Howlers cast Piercing Wail. For the art AoE, which increases damage taken from it by 25% per cast. You also get Cursed Hard Invaders. Again, make sure to kick Void Infection. Boss time. Scarmack. Throughout the fight, boss slaps the tank with Crystalline Smash. This causes Crystal Shard adds to spawn, and these needs to be defeated before the intermission. Now when a shard dies, everyone takes damage, so avoid nuking them all down at the same time. Don't hug boss when it casts Unstable Crash, a 15-yard AoE round boss, but it also causes unstable fragments to spawn, which are voidy balls. Running through one gives you a dot that also increases your healing and your damage done to Fortified Shell, which is the intermission. Dot lasts for 30 seconds and stacks, so when new balls spawn, use them to refresh your buff timer. The boss casts Fortified Shell, it gains a massive absorb and deals ever-increasing ticking damage to the group. If you have any shard adds up, boss will consume them for an even bigger absorb. Want to break the absorb shield as soon as possible. Now, if everyone has a few stacks of unstable fragments, it should be no issue. When the boss is dead, use this minecart to get back fast. Notable trash before the Master Machinist. The Aspiring Forge Hand, stacking damage taken increase on tank that lasts for 8 seconds, and the Engine Speaker stacks a 20% slow on tanks, which is dispellable. Make sure to interrupt Forge Bound Menders restoring metal cast, 40% heal on one of their allies. Floater targets 2 players and applies a nasty dot that lasts for 16 seconds. You can line of sight this if you're targeted. They also fire a lava cannon towards a random player. Don't take these balls to the face. Next boss is the Master Machinist. 2 boss fight. They need to die within a few seconds of each other, so nuke him down evenly. Make sure to always interrupt Speaker Brock's Molten Metal. It hurts. When Brock activates the vents around the room, they deal lethal damage to players standing on them, and spawns Flaming Scrap, or fire on the ground near players. Fire bad? Don't stand in it. When Brock casts Scrap Song, they jump away and a huge scrap cube will shoot across the arena, which will instantly kill you if hit. I've tried it. Or Speaker Doritos. Tanks, beware of Ignatius Hammer. We'll also target a random player and send a lava orb towards them. Don't get hit. When Dorito casts Blazing Crescendo, they drag the scrap cube into the middle and blows it up in a 20-yard AoE and fire away 4 magma waves. There are safe zones around the vents, so avoid taking waves to the face. Boss is dead, use the minecart to get back fast. Notable trash before the last boss. Keep an eye on the honor guard's shield stampede. Big purple arrow, stand in its path and you will die. And some more cursed menders with the restoring metal. Rock Smashers do a 60-yard AoE that knocks you back and increases damage taken by it by 10%, and this stacks. Earth Burst Totem cast. Make sure it's interrupted, otherwise DPS be on high alert to nuke down the totem if they spawn. They deal a crap ton of damage to the group. Nuke 'em. Now for the last boss, we have Voidspeaker Irish. Boss will periodically spawn void rifts around the room, which pulls in players that get near them and instantly kills you within 3 yards of their center. When you get void corruption from the boss, you need to move close to the rift and it will consume the dot and close the rift. Otherwise, the dot lasts forever and deals more damage the longer it's on you. Tanks, you want to move boss near rifts and move to new ones if they close. Boss cast Entropic Reckoning, everyone gets a void circle around them which deals a high amount of damage to any one hit. This also spawns a void zone on the ground, so be smart with your placement. If you have a defensive or healing cooldown running, you can stack a few of these to minimize space used by void zones. And the boss also has a frontal cone. Avoid getting coned. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Stonevault. Hope it helps y'all in Season 1. Let me know in the comments what you think or if you have any questions about the dungeon. Now, if you want to help support my channel, check out my Patreon, Twitch, or YouTube membership where you can gain access to the Stankie Discord, shoutouts and videos, among other things. Don't forget the usual stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. It really helps me out. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next time.